Hey guys, it's me, Blue Doggo, and no, I have not played the Stanley Parable before, so the computer is barely visible. Alright. Please enter the current time. Am I going to be exposed? Okay, so... Hold on. Okay, let me wait till it turns to 9:40, and then we'll click confirm. Okay, confirm. No, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. So I've seen videos on this, and I've wanted to play it when I saw the videos. So this Stanley Parable did Ultra Deluxe Edition. This game came out like 8 years ago, and I think that they made a deluxe edition. So yeah, let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Ooh, yes,
Employee
I know there's an
number
achievement. I want to
427's
throw an
job
achievement.
was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
Press M on
employee
your keyboard for
427
34
did every
milliseconds.
day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would
Stanley
forever
Parable.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I can move. Now watch this. Watch this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Okay.
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
You think I can't click?
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, it's not gonna work. 417. Am I just like sliding across the ground? I don't like that. I dead. 417. Where's door 417? There's 457.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I need to do this. I need to do this. I saw the achievement, so now I need to do this.
Now, back to door number 437.
This is literally gonna be, like, so stupid, but I have to do it.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think we are too, man.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
I can do it, man.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I did it. That's what I get for reading achievements. Okay, now we can do this. I cannot read that. It's too small. Okay, so I forget what we're supposed to be doing. I kind of got distracted by the achievement.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth it.
Hold on. 1 second. Things are going crazy outside. Okay, it's been a second since I paused this.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoa. Yeah, I wonder if falling down here would be a bad idea.
In his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, that was an ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, we're still not doing that. I have to complete that other ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we're not doing that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I
There's
know,
someone you've
but
been
I want to be
neglecting,
my own
Stanley.
person.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm
Well,
asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
uh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
uh-oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All
What?
right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh,
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
no,
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
I don't have to go in. You can't make me. What are you gonna do about it? Force me to walk in? Or are you just gonna make me wait here in total silence and then I'm probably gonna have to go in because I'm gonna get bored? Clever plan, boys.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No. No, 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 no.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Yum,
Now
yum, yum, yum,
he's
yum.
going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press X.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was
This
wonderful.
is just creepy.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
This is just creepy. Where's my TV? Where's my TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the
He
boys.
went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press V to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
This is
he
just
began
turning
to
into
fill
my
in many
office.
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press O to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer.
Oh
How could there
no!
possibly be? In reality,
My
all he's
desk.
doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
5th Annual Subcommittee Meeting of the International Revenue Analysis for Committees of the World Revenue Discussions.
And I'm
I
trying to
can't
tell
even
him this.
understand
In this
that.
world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell
We're
him
back in my
that he'll
office.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I
I
question
suppose
nothing.
I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I died. They told me to just please die.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay then. So let's try going to the meeting.
When Stanley came
Well, let's
to a
try
set
going
of two
to.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go then this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Push for funding
Feeling a wave
for
of
RD of
disbelief,
new
Stanley
coffee
decided
machine.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Please keep the targets on the topic of hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? And then there's get Chris out of the broom closet. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Charts, slides, charts and slides. Charts. We need less reviews. It seems like a bunch of business stuff that some kid came up with to try to sound business-like. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm not leaving the broom closet. Not yet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Where I work, I have to use one of these. These things are always...
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What the heck does that mean?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Oh, it's British slang doing nothing at all.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, now you're just wanting me to stay in here.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They don't really find anything concerning.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Excuse me?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative
Like, he's
of
just
the
really
long-term
trying to get me out of the broom
sustainability of your
closet.
species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
You know it's not gonna happen. I'm not leaving. Oh, so now you're gonna make me play the waiting game. Okay. Think I can't wait here. I'm gonna stare at this light for the rest of the time that I exist in here. And you can't make me do anything else. It's been like 5 minutes since I walked in here. I'm gonna walk out because I saw something.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you
I
on
watched a
board.
video.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
So is that it? Is that really it this time? I'm gonna continue watching, see if anything happens in this video. Oh, okay. So this person... okay. Watch this. Okay. I'm watching this YouTuber called Just Jason. They're playing this. They played this. I'm trying to figure out what to do for this.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we just have to go back to the broom closet, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was
Is this
not
gonna
a single
change?
person
No,
here either.
Chris. I thought it would
Feeling
change
waves
to
of
Stanley.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Can I walk out? And then walk back in? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna find out what happens. I want to see if I'm gonna continue watching this video. I'll put it in the description, but I'm gonna continue watching this video to see what happens. Okay, so he resets. So we're gonna reset again.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
He's getting mad.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I have to see if the board's gonna change.
Yeah,
Does it
there was not a
change?
single person here either.
Dang it, I thought it would
Feeling a wave
change
of
to get
disbelief,
Stanley out of the broom
decided
closet.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, my broom closet! No! Fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
No,
to
I'm
his
not gonna
boss's
leave yet.
office.
Did it say walk upstairs? Well, guess what? I'm walking downstairs. Ooh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason
This is
at
just
all.
repeating.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my gosh, I am
Then
flying.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me.
This game is so
thinking about
meta.
how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
I don't know, I'm really tired right
these
now.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
You can hear me walking.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Nah.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
We're back.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And we killed him. What a great ending.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I go
When
check my
Stanley
broom
came to a
closet.
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Still
Stanley
locked.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Got the feeling money's for stealing. But not yours, of course. Sarge, SG, that's a lovely purse. It's gotta be like a song or something. The beige pages. Like the yellow pages, but beige. Business strategy. This is some pretty good elevator music. Why is that paper glowing blue? don't think this elevator's gonna stop. Is that voice speaking in the background? Jeez, where are we going? Hold on. Did we just... Fine. Two, three, four. I'm getting like really bored sitting here. Hold on. Okay, I'm tired of sitting here. We're leaving. And the most expensive boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 284.
2845. Okay, I want to see what happens if we restart right in the middle of an adventure again.
All of his co-workers...
Can't do it.
All of his co-workers...
I can't do it. What if I just never move? Is that gonna get me somewhere? If I just never move? If I just sit here, waiting for my time to run out? Seems like sitting here is gonna do nothing for me. Okay, goodbye.